If you've got a dog here in Windsor, you already know what an amazing place it is for them. So, we're going to walk through how to find the right trainer to help you and your pup enjoy everything our town has to offer. We'll get into training methods, what you can expect to pay, and some really key questions you should ask before you hire anyone.
First, let's just picture the end goal, right? You're taking a walk along the trails at Keyser Park, or maybe you're at the farmer's market and your dog is just perfect. Calm, happy, walking right beside you, enjoying the day. That picture in your head? It's totally possible. And finding a great trainer is the first step to making it a reality.
Because, good training is about so much more than just sit and stay. It's really what allows your dog to be a part of our Windsor community life. It means you can relax on the town green or visit a pet-friendly winery without any stress. It just helps them feel comfortable with all the unique sights and sounds we have around Sonoma County.
Okay, so where do you even begin to find the right person? Well, the very first thing you'll want to understand when you're looking at different trainers is what their core philosophy is.
You're going to hear this term, positive reinforcement, thrown around a lot. And there's a good reason for that. It's a modern, science-backed approach. So instead of punishing your dog for doing something wrong, the focus is all on rewarding them for what they do right. It works, it's humane, and it really helps build a strong bond of trust and cooperation with your dog. Now, California doesn't actually have a state license for dog trainers, so looking for certifications like these is a fantastic way to check for quality. Think of it like this. A trainer with a CPD-TKA or a KPA-CTP is kind of like your dog's general practitioner. They're great for overall manners and wellness. But if you're dealing with bigger issues like serious anxiety, certifications like CBC-CKA or IAA-BCC-DBC mean that trainer has more specialized expertise, almost like a behavioral specialist.
Next up, you'll want to think about the format of the training. What's going to work best for your dog and, honestly, for your schedule? Let's quickly look at the most common options out there.
So, the two main choices here both have their own benefits. Group classes are awesome for practicing skills when other dogs and people are around. It's like a practice run for a busy day at the town green. Private sessions, though, those are perfect for tackling problems that happen at home, like your dog dashing out the door or barking at everything. You get a totally customized plan just for you. And then there's a third option, which is much more intensive: board and train programs. This is where your dog actually goes to live with the trainer for a period of time. It can get you results pretty fast, but, and this is a big but, you have to be so careful. You're trusting them completely with your dog, so it's absolutely crucial to check out the facility, their methods, and ask how they'll help you keep up the training once your dog is back home.
All right, let's get into the practical stuff. We're talking about budgeting for training and the local rules that every dog owner in Windsor should be familiar with. Just to give you a starting point, a single 1-hour private lesson at your home is probably going to land somewhere between $120 and $200. A lot of trainers will offer package deals that bring that per session price down, so it never hurts to ask about that.
And here's a bigger picture of what costs look like around here. A typical 6-week group class, whether for a puppy or an adult dog, is usually in that $200 to $300 ballpark. And as you can see, those immersive board and train programs are a much bigger financial commitment.
Okay, let's talk about local rules. The best way to think about these isn't as a bunch of annoying restrictions. They're really just agreements we all follow so that everyone, people and pets included, can safely enjoy all the great public spaces we have.
So, the really big ones to know are these. Sonoma County has a leash law, so your dog needs to be on a leash that's no more than 6 feet long in public. Rabies shots and a county dog license are required for any dog over 4 months old. And finally, just being a good neighbor means being mindful of excessive barking. A good trainer, by the way, will make it a whole lot easier to manage all of these things.
Okay, so you've got all this background info, and now you're ready to actually start calling some trainers. Let's cover a few key questions that will help you make that first call or email really productive.
And trust me, this first conversation is so important. Taking a little extra time to find the right professional, someone you click with, is probably the single most important thing you can do. It really sets the tone for everything that follows, and of course, for a happy life with your dog. Here they are, your 6 must-ask questions for any trainer you're considering. You want to hear them talk about their philosophy and their credentials, sure, but also ask them how they'll build a plan specifically for your dog, and make sure you're crystal clear on how they measure progress and what all their fees and policies are. Think of it as your interview of them, so don't be afraid to ask.
So, once you find your trainer and you and your dog start learning these new skills, that's when the real fun starts. It's time to get out into the world and practice, really cementing everything you've learned together. And luckily, we've got some amazing spots right here in Windsor to do that. The Town Green Dog Park, It's perfect for working on recall in a safe fenced space. The trails over at Keyser Park and Foothill Regional Park are just fantastic for practicing loose leash walking and helping your dog learn to stay focused with real distractions like other people, bikes, and squirrels.
In the end, all this effort is so worth it. A well-trained dog isn't just a well-behaved pet. They become that trusted friend you can take almost anywhere, a neighbor that everyone in the community loves to see, and just a really joyful part of life here in Windsor. We wish you the best of luck in finding that perfect partner for your training journey.